Today we're talking about reasons why your court date may be continued or delayed or rescheduled. First of all, there are many different reasons for that. And it could be that there is it could be under the priority rule, what I call the priority rule. Basically, the Supreme Court says that if an attorney gets double booked or they're scheduled for several court hearings at the same time on the same day or around the same time on the same day, that there is a priority of cases where an attorney must go to. And I always tell my clients that just because I have to go to a higher priority case that the Supreme Court says is a higher priority, it does not necessarily mean at all that their case isn't a priority within my law firm. So the basic priority of cases is that a municipal court ticket would be at the very lowest of the priorities, and contrast that to federal court, which would be the highest of priorities. So basically it goes municipal court, magistrate court, state court, and then federal court, and there are a few courts in between. But a lawyer can only go to so many, especially since I am the only lawyer in the firm. So your case will eventually get heard, but there are other reasons that court dates get continued. We sometimes will ask for continuances when we don't have all of the evidence, and asking for a continuance should never prejudice your case. The courts understand that when an attorney is hired, they want the evidence in the case, and this can take a while for many different reasons. The police department is responsible for gathering all the evidence and sending that to us, whether it's through email or whether they call us and let us know that it's ready. If so, then we would send a courier over to pick up the evidence to avoid any further delays. And then once we get that evidence, we would upload it to the MyCase software system that we have so that you get up to date. You're completely up to date as we get this discovery and evidence coming in. Sometimes we also will request a continuance because I have to go to continuing legal education. These are education courses that are required for me to stay on top of current issues in criminal law. It's part of my legal education, and it's actually something that I enjoy. A lot of people do just the bare minimum requirements, but I enjoy going to continuing legal education, and I go to more classes, way more classes than the bare minimum. So, there are other reasons why court dates get continued. The judges have emergencies, police have emergencies, maybe the judge or the police have a death in the family, maybe they're not feeling well, maybe the police are in training. There are a variety of reasons why cases get continued. And there can be other reasons why, like, the court made a mistake in notifying the wrong officer, or the people who are litigants in cases. I'm responsible for my client and the witnesses that I want to call. The court and the state is responsible for getting the police officer there, and or their witnesses, and or the victim. So if there's an issue with transporting the defendant or getting, that could be another problem, is that they did not transport my client to the courthouse. I unfortunately don't have the power to have my client transported from the jail to the courthouse, and that would be something that the court or the solicitor's office does. So do not be alarmed if your case is continued. Cases are often continued. They're being continued right now because of the coronavirus. They can be continued for a variety of reasons, and this is all completely normal. And I realize that people who have pending cases, they want to get their cases taken care of in as quickly as possible. Their family members do. They want to get this behind them. But it's important to realize that there's a quick way to get things done, and there is the correct way. I prefer to go the correct route, where we take our time getting what we need, we take our time reviewing it after we have received it, and we go over that with our clients so that we're all on the same page about what your defenses may be, what the trajectory of your case looks like after I've reviewed the evidence, and that we're all on the same page going forward. If you found this video helpful, feel free to hit the like button. And if you'd like more information on criminal law, subscribe to my YouTube page. Thank you.